Good afternoon, folks. Mike Wells, your World Explorer. We are looking at a live oak tree, and today I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to successfully generate a burl on this live oak tree. I'm not going to use this big one. I'm going to use this little one. Also, we have a laurel oak tree over here that already has some burls on it. Now, the burls grow where there have been previous damage, and you can see right there, that's a nice burl growth spot. There's a really nice burl growth spot right there. This one, however, is unique because I've already been experimenting with this one. We have another burl there, and we have some more growing on the branches throughout this particular tree. For some reason, this tree is a burl happy tree, and I really like it, and I'm getting excited. So let me show you how we're going to pull this off. All right, we're on the live oak tree sample here, and the reason we're choosing this particular spot is because it's already got a branch shooting out here, 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 and here, and even one back here. So the trick is going to be to stimulate more branches coming out of that location. So what we'll do is we'll snip every one of those branches off. Now, I've seen burls growing on live oaks in other locations where they continue to snip, and I don't think this is on purpose. I think it's by accident, but they continue to snip at the same locations, and giant burls have formed. Unfortunately for me, I can't get these burls because they're just way too big, and they're on private property that is not my property. But what I can try to do is stimulate the burl growth here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, this is the live oak, okay? It's either a Florida live oak or a southern live oak. Either or, they're almost identical. But that right there is what we want. Now, there's a second method that I'm going to try on the laurel oak that I've been testing already, and it seems to be having a lot of success. So let's go take a look. All right, now this burl at the laurel oak, I've already been messing with this, and if you look in here, you can see the features that have formed. This wood inside here looks very featuresome. Has a lot of eddies and spirals, and looks good. See that? Do you see those dark spots like this here, that there, that there? All of that is from me taking a hammer and a nail and just poking a bunch of holes in the outer shell of this burl. So it causes this thing to have to regenerate and reproduce. You know, it goes into like an emergency mode. Well, wherever I poke the holes, you see all of this stuff try to close in, and then it overlaps and it grows more dense, more thick. It kind of molds and knots and does all that crazy stuff. So this I did about a month and a half ago, but now it's starting to repair itself. And I did it almost over the whole thing, but not quite. But some of these locations, you see the holes actually grew a little bit bigger, but that's okay because When this heals itself, it's going to heal back bigger. But I might do this maybe once a year on the burl. But this is an intense and beautiful looking burl. It's going to be many years in the making for this, but if you're trying to produce a burl, this is probably the best way to do it that I have seen so far. It's a viable way to do it. A lot of folks don't know how to get trees to produce burl, but this I found is working. Okay, this is a burl that's already started on a live oak, and I want to try this on a live oak too, but right here I have just a nice little spike tool that I'll tap with my hammer. So this is how we're going to do it. Got this nice air plant here. We're just going to go just like this, in about every inch or so. We'll do that till our entire location has a bunch of little holes in it. So basically when the spike stops moving due to light, from light taps, you don't want to like smash it in there, because then you're just doing too much. You don't need to do that. But these light taps through that exterior there, that should do the trick. You just want to get through the growth part. Now I'm going to do this whole thing. Now it's not the more holes the merrier. It's the spacing of the holes. About an inch apart. You want all of them to be about an inch apart. Let's knock that off. This tool works great. Let's go ahead and some of that bark can just come right off because the growth is underneath of the bark. The old bark anyway. But this has been a method I've been testing on the laurel, and it works. It seems to be working. Like I said, it's going to take a long time to produce a burl that's worth talking about, but if you've got years ahead of you, which most folks do, why not get started now? It's going to take a while, but yeah, it'll be worth it down the road when you go lop this burl off, cure it, and then turn it into something. I'm not sure anybody's doing this either, but I'm having some success with it, so that's why I'm even willing to show this to you here today. Now, there may be people out there that want to also experiment with this methodology. Go for it. Show us what you're doing too. We want to learn, just like you want to learn. You might be able to do this with almost any kind of wood. That's what I'm thinking. Anyhow, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as that helps the channel grow. And stay tuned, because next year about this time, I'll be going back over these locations and doing the same thing over again. If you want to see that, check in with me in a year. Have a great day.